Hi, and welcome to a short, concise, simple yoga class that will last around 30 minutes. And this one is all about working through fear in the body. And we're going to begin really simply lying on the back. And so I would like for you to go ahead and make your way. And you might want a belt nearby. You might want a block and a blanket nearby. Mine. The very first thing we're going to do doesn't require any props at all. I want you to come to the most comfortable position on your back as you can. The feet, legs can be wherever they want to be. And then put your hands on your belly. Maybe one hand on belly and heart, but put your hands somewhere on the body, really, that feels grounding. And then begin to take really deep breaths. And the hands will help your attention drop into the body, right? And this is where we're going to keep our attention for the whole class. So every single time that your mind wanders, bring it back to the simple sensations, the feelings inside. And here, can you kind of accentuate the breath? So at the top of the inhale, really kind of pause and expand. And at the bottom of the exhale, really let everything fall away. Now you're going to slowly bring the hands and the feet up into the air. Okay, so but you're going to keep that slow, deep breathing, just like you're doing perfectly. And then you're going to roll your ankles and roll your wrists, and you're going to make very simple, kind of fluid movements. That's it. Great. And then I want you to grab your belt, and I want you to take the belt and loop it around the ball of your left foot. The right leg could come to foot on the ground or leg extended up to you. And then maybe you have the loop, the belt, right? Or maybe you just have your hands there, or maybe the hands are in the back of your leg. Don't stress if you don't have a prop ever in my class. Just modify and breathe through it, and like everything, it ends. For now, I want you to take 3 more really deep breaths in whichever version of this you find yourself in. And I want you to envision now your leg is like a channel with a hole at the top, with the foot, which is at the top right now. And imagine now on your exhales that you're breathing out of the foot. Great. And then really simply switch sides. So now the right leg will come up. You can take your belt or strap around the foot or modify, and then go into the breath. Go into the sensations. Pausing just a tiny bit at the top of the inhale, just to make sure you get it all in, and then pausing a tiny bit at the bottom of the exhale to make sure you get it all out. And then envision the air going out of the bottom of your right foot on your exhales, right? Like you're cleaning out a tube. Great. Now take both feet to the ground. And if you have a block handy, you could take that block and squeeze it between your thighs. The feet are going to stay on the ground. If you don't have a block, it doesn't matter. The point of the block is just to engage our inner thighs, so you can do that in any case. Now take your hands to the base of your skull. We're going to do some very simple crunches. Excuse my yawn. You're going to take a big breath in to the back of your heart, just lying just like you are. And then you're going to take the exhale, you're going to curl up, you're going to round up nice and slow and tuck your chin. And then inhale, lay back. Do that a couple more times, just really simple and slow. With your exhale, you curl and round and tuck your chin. With your inhale, you lay back and you spread out the elbows and you widen your heart. And with the exhale, you curl up. And with the inhale, you lay on back. Wide elbows. Now we're gonna add in a moment here, and that happens with the lower body. So press into your feet, squeeze the block if you haven't, or engage the inner thighs, and then just lift up your hips. Just a tiny bit, not a lot. And then lower them, and do your crunch. We'll do that a few times. So now inhale, as you lay back, push into your feet, very gently lift your hips as the elbows widen. And then gently lower your hips, curl up, pull the elbows in, tuck the chin. Do a few more of those. Breathe in. If you go slow and don't worry about lifting the hips high, right? Hips lift, elbows widen. It should start to feel actually pretty gentle, but it is very strengthening. Lower hips, tuck chin, curl up, and crunch. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, lay back, elbows wide, hips lift. Lower the hips and curl up and tuck your chin, exhale. Inhale, lay back, wide elbows, lift hips. And lower hips. And curl up, tuck chin, pull elbows in. Do 1 more, or just take a rest breath cycle. And then the next time that you find yourself laying back, leave the hips on the ground, remove the block, and then rock up to sit. From seated, come into downward dog. And you can come forward onto your hands and knees and transition there. I'm going to give you guys a few breath cycles just to find your way in downward dog. Take very deep breaths. Feel your hands and your feet on the planet. And remember how we were imagining we could breathe through the legs like tubes? So you can experience that here, but now those feet and legs are really connected down into the planet. The hands are also connected down into the planet. And you can converse with Mama Earth, right? Through the sensations, through the energy, through these portals of your hands and your feet. Drawing up what you need from her and releasing down back into the earth what we don't need, right? This is just how we were built, to release back down into her what we don't need, and to pull up from her what we do. Take an inhale, come forward to plank pose. Spend a few breaths here as we start to build some strength, build some heat. You might want to start using Ujjayi breath. And then exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Hug your elbows alongside your ribs. Then as you inhale, glide your heart forward and up. Point your toes, lift your chest, inhale. As you exhale, push up and back into child's pose. Notice what's connected to the mother here, and maybe it would be powerful to let the third eye also become a portal to connect with her. Take a moment to scan your inner world and see if there are places that need a little extra love, a little extra attention today. And you can call in the support of Mama Earth. I often do when I feel like I can't hold something or I can't face something by myself. I often ask for Mother Nature to help me hold it, to help me face it, to help me process it. Everyone take a really big inhale. And so you can kind of inhale, it's almost like you're kind of pulling some of the toxins out of those parts or some of the fear out of those parts as you breathe in. And then exhale out of your mouth like you're composting it into Mama Earth. Come back up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under and again come to downward dog. And then take a little walk forward until you end up with your feet between your hands. I like to put a little space between my feet for this first forward fold and sometimes a little softness to my knees. You might want to shake the head out or rock a little through the shoulders or upper body to encourage releasing of tension in between your vertebrae. Feel your breath, hear your breath, and again, maybe you have ujjayi breath. That's that heated breath that makes your breath sound like ocean waves. Then round yourself up and see if you can feel every vertebrae on your way. And then once you find yourself standing tall and clear at the top of the mat, go ahead and take Tadasana with your hands in prayer in front of your heart. Close your eyes, and like we did before, feel your feet like portals into the earth energy. And now now that we're upright, we can really feel what's lifted up toward that sky energy. Also, an energy we can call on any time to lift us. And then right at the center between earth and sky is your heart. And inside your heart lives your intention, your dedication, your care. Check in with that. And make a commitment to whatever this intention or dedication is, that you're going to breathe it through this practice and live it and walk it after your practice is through. Inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you breathe out, you could jump or step back and take a chaturanga. Or another knees, chest, and chin like we did before. As you inhale, cobra or upward dog. As you exhale, downward dog. Just 3 breath cycles here, but really feel the whole inhale. Really feel the whole exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, breathe in deeply. And then as you breathe out, you can step or hop your feet forward between your hands. As you breathe in, straighten your legs and open your heart. As you breathe out, fold down into your legs and let the head go. Inhale, come all the way up. Push the floor away with your feet. Lift up through the arms, through the heart. Look up. And as you exhale, you can just lower the arms, gaze straight ahead. Soft face and jaw. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Step or hop back. And lower down, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, come to the tops of the feet, or maybe all the way to the belly. Lifted heart, and then downward dog. Lift your hips, breathe out. Breathe in. Keep returning to the body. Breathe out. Just the sensations in your body. This is home, right here. Again, inhale. Again, exhale. Take a really big breath in. And as you breathe out, step or hop the feet forward between your hands. As you breathe in, lengthen your spine. And as you breathe out, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Push the floor away with your feet. Raise the arms out and up. Look up. And then lower the arms and lower the gaze to the horizon. Now the next thing we're going to do is very simple. You're going to take your hands down in front of your pelvis with the palms up like this. And feel like you're holding a basket, you're holding a little energy here. So kind of soften in your joints. And then you're gonna really slowly lift those hands up. And that is gonna be your inhale. And then as it transitions through to exhale, your hands are gonna turn away, palms out, and you're gonna graze the space around you, like a little orb. I want you to do that a few more times, just standing, just really simple. Right, so you're inhaling, lifting the hands, and turning them around and grazing the space around you. Super duper simple. Pause next time the hands are down in front of your pelvis, okay? And we're gonna use that gesture to initiate the movements of this sequence that's coming up next. Okay? So here's how we're gonna do it. Next time that you do that same gesture with your hands, you're gonna let your left knee lift up at the same time. I'll show it from this way first. So here we go. Inhale, hands come up and then left knee lifts. Breathe in. Take the hands up overhead. Now as you breathe out, warrior three. So you're gonna tip the heart forward, the leg back. And then once you get there, you could interlace the fingers behind your back, if you'd like. Gaze a little forward on the floor, rest your gaze, breathe one. Breathe two. Breathe three, feel your strength. Breathe four. And five. Now simply come all the way back up. Woo, that's some work on the standing leg. And then just step that left foot down and feel the weight shift to both feet. Release the arms. Let's take the hands in front of the pelvis again with the palms up. And on your next inhale, go ahead and raise the hands up and the right knee. Breathe in. Let the hands come over the crown and then exhale, let the hands come to the side as the right leg comes back and the heart comes forward for Virabhadrasana 3. You could interlace the fingers back there if you'd like. Breathe one. Use your strong, fiery breath. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna come all the way back up. Right knee comes up into your chest and the arms lower and the foot lowers. Great, okay. Now we're gonna turn that into a little flow. So we won't hold the warrior 3 as long. Hands in front of the low belly with the palms up, just like we've been doing. And then inhale, lift the left knee and lift the palms up. Hands overhead, exhale, warrior 3, heart forward, leg back, fingers interlace. Now step back the left foot, come into angled lunge. So angled lunge is like high lunge, except my chest is at a diagonal, making a diagonal line, and then my right knee is also backed up a little bit to fire up the right hamstrings. Now you can leave the arms just like they are, or you could decide to bring them forward alongside your ears, making it much more challenging. Stay for 3 more breaths. Full breaths. 1, 2. Inhale. And exhale. Take the hands down to frame the right foot. Tip the weight into the right foot. Lift your left leg and your heart. Then fold down into your right leg, standing split. For 1. Breathe. 2. Breathe. 3. Breathe. 4. And exhale, 5. Simply step the left foot next to the right foot. Bend your knees, belly on your thighs a little bit here. Then Utkatasana, so arms up alongside your ears. And then come all the way up to stand. Hands in front of your low belly, we'll do the other side. As you lift your right knee, let the hands come up, like you're combing through your central channel there. And then warrior 3, the arms come out to the side and back, right leg back, heart forward. Then land the right foot, and let's find this angled lunge. So you first work with the legs, finding that left knee back a little bit. Finding your chest at a diagonal, crown of the head forward, heel back. And then if you'd like to release the arms, take your time, or you can skip that. Stay pressing through your feet, engage through your belly. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, breathe in, breathe out. Take your hands down, shift the weight into the front foot. Lengthen the spine, pick up your back leg, and then exhale, fold down into your left leg. Stay here and breathe for 1. Breathe. 2. Hear your breath, feel the body. 3, if you are inside your own experience, instead of the stories about the experience, you are doing yoga. Last breath. And then go ahead and step the right foot next to the left foot, belly on your thighs. And then Utkatasana, lift the arms up alongside the ears, take a big breath in, and then come all the way up to stand as you breathe out. Come back into Utkatasana one more time, and this time actually take it all the way to the ground, and that might require a little bit of finagling or hands down or anything like that. Come into Navasana, boat pose. So your shins could be parallel to the ground, or the legs could be straight. The hands could be on the legs or alongside. Hear your breath for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and take the soles of the feet together, the knees apart. Lift up through your heart and then fold forward. Baddha Konasana. Breathe here for 1. 3, 2, 3, breathe, feel. 4, what happens when you push your heels together a little bit here? And then drop a little deeper through the upper body. Exhale, 5. Beautiful, come all the way up to sit. You're gonna come into downward dog one more time. You could take a vinyasa in that exchange if you want, but once you get to downward dog, really plug into Mama Earth through your hands and your feet. Then you're gonna lift up your left leg and set your left foot outside of your left hand so that you end up in a wide version of this stretch here. Your right knee now will come down onto the ground. And we're going to spend 8 breaths here. Option, of course, to take it further in any way that feels good for you. So you can come down, right onto the forearms. Could bend that back knee, and here's another place where maybe some of you might want that strap. The information from the inner body is going to tell you what you need. Slow down the breathing and just go into your own experience. And maybe this last exhale or two could go out of the mouth, again, like you're composting into the earth. You're asking for support and help from your source when things get challenging. That's totally appropriate, and that's the nature of things. You're going to slowly make your way back into downward dog. You really use your core, like really sweet with yourself as you transition. And then let the right leg lift up, and then the right foot steps outside of the right hand. And the left knee lowers. Slowing down the breath. We did some big work with the legs today, the hips. Maybe you're coming further, deeper down inside of that right foot, or bending the back knee and maybe looping the belt. You're meeting every sensation inside with love. Maybe the last exhale or two go out of the mouth. And then again, you're going to slowly make your way out of this into downward dog, our last downward dog. Option for one last vinyasa if that feels right to you. And then I'm going to ask you to come into some kind of inversion. You're going to do one inversion for 1 minute. And so that could be coming onto your knees and setting up for headstand. That could be coming onto your back and setting up for shoulder stand or legs in the air. Or if you've got some other kind of inversion you like to do, there are others, right? I'll show you a very, very simple inversion. Viparita Karani with my legs in the air, and I'm actually putting a block under my hips, but that's not necessary. You could put anything under your hips, a block, a blanket. That will just increase the angle of the energy flowing downward towards your upper chakras now as we reverse gravity in the body. Feel your breath. Now, if this pose has counter poses, you'll take that. That means for headstand, child's pose, or for shoulder stand, plow. Viparita Karani doesn't have any counter poses. So you can just lower the feet if that's what you've been doing. And I want you to now choose one more pose before Shavasana, or maybe a restorative pose that you'll hold instead of Shavasana. But basically one more pose, and a really simple, nice one today, based on our sequence, might be just a little twist on your back. But again, follow the lead of your own body. And now breathe, breathe deeply. If you're doing a two-sided thing, in the next breath or two, might maybe switch sides. When you're ready, I want you to come into the most comfortable position possible on your back for a very simple and short 2-minute Shavasana. You're just going to rest quietly. If you have something around to put on your hips, or maybe even a blanket over your whole body, just a little bit of weightedness can go a long way. Now breathe really deeply. Can you let your back body just soften all the way so that Mama Earth can fully hold you? Let your front body fall back down toward the back body and toward the earth as well. Any residual fear or toxicity in your body, envision it just pouring out of you and down into her, where her brilliant, powerful wisdom can transform it into fresh life. You soften all the subtle spaces inside where Father's sky lives and all the spaces on the edges of your skin that are touching air. And feel any residual toxins or fear evaporating out into the vastness of his atmosphere. Let your divine parents hold you and do the work that you cannot do by yourself. Surrender. If you would like to stay resting, practicing, that's beautiful. When you do feel ready to come up, go ahead and let yourself come up to sit. And when you do, just take a quiet moment with your hands in prayer. Thank yourself. Thank the teacher inside of you and inside of all beings. Om Bolo Shri Sadguru Mata Devi.